You think marriages fall apart because of cheating, money problems, or growing apart, right? Wrong. After decades of studying thousands of couples, researchers can now predict divorce with 94% accuracy. Whence and what they found will completely change how you see every argument you've ever had. This week, I'm breaking down the 5 patterns that quietly destroy marriages from the inside out. Mistake number 1, the harsh startup. You know that edge in your voice when you walk into a conversation already annoyed. That tone decides your entire argument. Researchers found that the first 3 minutes at Vampy predict how the whole discussion will go, with 96% accuracy. Before you even express your concern, the outcome is already sealed. Instead of saying, I feel overwhelmed when chores pile up, you snap with, you never do anything around here. Instead of, I'm worried about our finances, you fire off, you're so irresponsible. That's not communicating, it's attacking. And your partner's brain reacts like it's under threat. Stress hormones surge, heart rate shoots past 100. Their problem-solving ability shuts down. They literally cannot hear you. Not because they don't care, but because their body won't let them. And every harsh startup pushes your marriage closer to collapse. But that harsh tone triggers something even more dangerous. Mistake number 2, contempt. This is the biggest predictor of divorce in the first 6 years of marriage. Contempt is when frustration evolves into superiority, when you stop seeing your partner as imperfect and start seeing them as inferior. It shows up through eye-rolling, sarcasm, mockery, that smug grin when they talk. And research shows contempt isn't just emotional poison. It weakens your immune system too. Couples filled with contempt get sick more often. Criticism says, you messed up. Contempt says, you are the mess. It's not, you forgot to call me. It's, of course you forgot. You're so selfish. It's not, we need to talk about money. It's, you don't get it. You're terrible with money. Contempt builds slowly through years of storing negative thoughts about your partner. Every eye roll is a withdrawal from your relationship's emotional bank account. And once it's empty, you're in trouble. But contempt becomes deadly when paired with the next pattern. Mistake number 3, defensiveness. When you feel attacked, your instinct is to protect yourself, to justify, to counterattack. Your partner says, you seem distant lately. You hear, you're a failure. So you respond with, me? You're the one who's always on your phone. Defensiveness is contempt flipped around. It sends the message, the problem isn't me, it's you. And once both partners become defensive, the conversation stops being about fixing anything. It becomes a courtroom battle. You're no longer solving a problem. You're proving you're right. Nothing gets resolved. Everything piles up. Resentment grows. And eventually, one partner shuts down completely. Mistake number 4, stonewalling. This is when someone withdraws emotionally. They go silent, walk away, sit there but mentally check out. Men do this more often because their bodies flood with stress faster. Their heart rate spikes, so they shut down to calm themselves. But here's how their partner experiences it. Abandonment, rejection, emotional cruelty. Researchers discovered something shocking. Being stonewalled hurts more than being yelled at least yelling is engagement. Stonewalling is erasure. And the partner doing it often believes they're being reasonable. They think they're preventing things from getting worse. But in reality, they're destroying trust. Because trust requires presence, especially during conflict. Chronic stonewalling is the silent killer of marriages. And then comes the final pattern, the one most people never notice until it's too late. Mistake number 5, ignoring bids for connection. These are the tiny moments your partner tries to reach for you. Look at this sunset. This song reminds me of us. I had a tough day. These are called bids, small invitations to connect, and you have 3 choices. Turn toward, acknowledge the moment, engage, turn away, ignore it, keep scrolling, stay silent, turn against, respond with irritation or sarcasm. Researchers followed newlyweds for 6 years. The ones who stayed married turned toward each other 86% of the time. The ones who divorced, 33%. Not grand vacations, not love letters, not dramatic reconciliation moments, just whether you look up when your partner speaks. Every ignored bid sends the same message. You're not important to me. Ignore enough of them. And your partner stops reaching, stops sharing, stops caring, and the relationship ends long before anyone says the words. Here's the truth. These 5 patterns are predictable. They're measurable.